With that, we bring in Phillip Turner, criminal defense attorney, former federal prosecutor, with us now. I almost had a hard time keeping a straight face listening to Smollett's brother there, and also his lawyers during the hearing. I can't help but feel like Jussie Smollett, just from the very beginning of this, has been getting horrific advice.
Well, let me give you a little inside baseball. Sometimes, and oftentimes, especially criminal defense lawyers, will tell clients, look, you've got to plead guilty. The evidence is overwhelming. And the client says, I'm not pleading guilty. I don't care. I'm going to trial, and we're going to try this case. And the lawyer will confront them and say, look, what's the defense? What is it? And the client will say, I don't know. You're the lawyer. You think of something. And the lawyer says, you don't have a chance, as much chance of getting out of this as an ice cube in hell. And the defendant says, I don't care. I'm going to trial, and I'm going to maintain this. Well, then the lawyer has no other option but to try the case. And so it's not always the lawyer's fault. And I was trying to watch the reaction of the lawyers here when the sentence was handed down. And I noticed that they weren't shocked or didn't show all kinds of emotion or dismay or even roll their eyes or anything, because I suspect that they were expecting this. And I think they were expecting the guilty verdict also, because the evidence was beyond overwhelming. And also, I mean, he aggravated the situation, Jussie Smollett, that he got up on the stand and lied repeatedly. And the lies were so transparent. It made no sense. Now, the whole suicide comment, I have an idea as to where that came from, but I don't know if you want to.
No, I'm actually fascinated by that, because he kept saying it over and over again. This was an actor, and he clearly was throwing, laying on the emotion pretty thick in that, and then said it as he was walking out. And I watched the lawyers during that. They sort of stood there like this. Typically, you'd think if your client's having some big outburst in court, you'd go, okay, thank you, sit down, et cetera. None of that happened.
Well, yes. And as I said, I think the lawyers expected this. They expected the guilty verdict. And I suspect that they told him before this trial that you have no chance of getting out of here. No way. And they told him that he was probably going to jail. But I suspect the suicide comment may have been in the pre-sentence report, that whoever did the pre-sentence report said that they had some concerns about his mental state. And it makes sense, given the nature of this offense, given what he said, given the fact that the evidence was beyond overwhelming, and he's still saying this with such vehemence. But remember, he's an actor. And also, sometimes people who have these kinds of issues, I mean, they just have a fixation and they convince themselves of something that's completely untrue.
Yeah, we're watching some video from one of the body cameras of the police officers where he had the alleged noose around his neck that he said, I took it off and then I put it back on so you all could see it and the like. You made a great point just after this sentence came down, where you said that you were pretty convinced that had Chicago police arrested someone, which would have been arrested someone wrongly in this attack because it didn't happen, that Jussie Smollett would have testified against them and you'd have an innocent man in jail today.
Yes, yes.
Where do you get the judge's anger from? Was it that? Was it something else? Because I've rarely heard a judge as strong as he was today.
Well, I think that his lies, constant lying, and then he got up on the stand and told some huge lies that were so obvious. And I think the Judge Lynn, would have understood, and most judges do, if he had tried the case, not taken the stand, and put the prosecution to its proof. The defendant has a right to do that. And I think he probably might have gotten probation then. But when he got up and just basically said, I'm going to take this oath and I'm going to lie under the oath and I'm going to put on this circus, this nonsense for the jury, then the judge said, that's just way over the top.
He said that was an aggravating circumstance. Real quick on the suicidal thing. If you are suicidal or if you're deemed suicidal, does it change your treatment in jail? Can you get out earlier or are held in worse conditions because of it?
No, in fact, the conditions will probably be better. They'll have him in protective custody.
Wow.
They'll be looking at him. They'll have someone watching him like 24/7 to make sure that he doesn't. And they'll make sure that nobody gets close to him at all. So I think his treatment will be pretty good in the county jail. It's similar to the treatment that a lot of people get when they are there for traffic offenses. I mean, they have them sit in a room basically and, with other people, play cards, do what they want to do. But yeah, they will be very, 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 very careful with him and keep a close eye on him.
Makes sense.
But,
hey, Counselor, we got to run, but we appreciate you staying up late with us tonight. It was good to see you as always, sir. Thank you.
Nice seeing you. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.